Morning, everyone. Got a nice crowd here today. I don't know if it's because it's raining and nobody had anything to do and they all came to court meeting, but good to see everyone here. This is where we do business for Pulaski County. We got a lot of it today on the agenda, so it might be a little bit longer than normal today, but hopefully everything will go well. I'm certainly glad to see everyone here. As we usually do, we'll have a moment of silence, and I've asked Mr. Ranshaw to lead us in the pledge. But do we have any comments or prior concerns that would need to be brought before the court? Hearing none, I'll ask everyone to bow for a moment of silence, and then Mr. Ranshaw will lead us in the pledge. Thank you. Everyone, please stand and face the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item of business would be to approve the minutes from the November 10th meeting. I think we have a copy in front of everyone. Any discussion or changes or corrections to that?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Strunk to approve the minutes. Second by Mr. Wilden. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes. Next up would be in new business, the bike trail ordinance. We've got together with some folks and verified sort of a ordinance for the use of the park trails to make sure it's a little bit clearer, and I think we have a copy in front of each of you. Martin has looked at those, the county attorneys. So Martin, would you like to?
Actually, I asked the guys that approached me about it, Mikey, they talked to you about it.
There you go.
They can kind of tell you the genesis of it and what prompted it, and so the court will have a better understanding of how we got here. If you guys want to come up here in front of the microphone.
Josh or whomever. I think they want him to do it.
Thank you guys for hearing me out on the...
Would you state your name?
I'm sorry. My name's Josh Harris. Avid trail user. I actually own the bike shop here in town, so I have a little bit of a finger on the pulse of kind of the usage of the trails and whatnot. I'll be brief because I know you said you got a lot on the agenda today. In the last couple of years, we've seen a significant uptick in unauthorized trail use. Ever since the trails have existed out there, there have been signs that have stated no motorized traffic and no horseback riding. But in the last few years, we've seen trails that were formerly single-track trails start to become double-track trails because golf cart use is becoming much more prevalent. We've had several interactions just in the past few years of cyclists or hikers or walkers encountering individuals on horseback. There are several concerns with that, the primary one being it's very hard on the trails. Those hoof prints are pretty damaging to the trails, and then there's a lot of blind corners and turns, and you come around, big animal that gets spooked easily. That just raises obvious concerns. For several years, we've had issues with side-by-sides. Predominantly that comes from the Piney Grove side, and there's even signage out there that says no motorized traffic, but it continues. And that's sort of out of sight, out of mind. Those are kind of less groomed, even less used. The bigger problem there is they're starting to encroach more on the trails that we work very, very hard volunteer effort to maintain. And there's just obvious trail maintenance implications there. It would really just take one wet day like today and somebody on a side-by-side come up on our main trails and cause really thousands of dollars worth of damage. But the biggest and probably most pressing concern in the last year or so, we've seen several electric dirt bikes out there. And if you hear electric dirt bike, don't think something that's actually slower or weaker. They're actually, by comparison, a comparable gas-powered dirt bike, an electric dirt bike is always going to be faster and stronger. You can basically flick the throttle on one of these and be doing 45 miles an hour really quickly. Some of them even do upwards of 70+ miles per hour. I think the implication really speaks for itself on that. You've got young families with kids out walking on our trails, and somebody, doing 30+ miles an hour on an electric dirt bike rounds a corner, and you can just imagine the scenarios. That, and they're extremely damaging to the trails, and these individuals are certainly never to the party when we have a trail work day. And so we just want to, like basically the first line in the ordinance says, we want to, not only promote the safety, but also the integrity of what we've got out there. I think you guys would agree that anything that's got the Pulaski County name on it, we want to have integrity and some clear rules and definitions, and that's basically our greater concerns. I'm happy to answer any questions on it.
Just in summary, and to satisfy the requirements of the first reading, it's an ordinance related to the use of bike and multi-use trails at Pulaski Park, and it, as Josh said, it basically seeks to preserve the integrity of the trails at the park and limit their use to pedestrian traffic, basically those people out there walking and jogging and in mountain bikes, and it's got the definitions of, and it prohibits motorized vehicles, electric dirt bikes, motorcycles, has equine restrictions. And the problem with putting signage up, if you don't have some legal way to enforce the signage, then you might as well not have it there. So this ordinance talks about the enforcement and penalties and the signage that would clearly enumerate what's prohibited out there. And for the first offense, there'd be a written warning or a fine or a fine up to $250 maximum, and then for any subsequent offenses, increased fines, impoundment of the violating vehicle or whatever, and then they could be banned permanently from using the trails out at the park. So that's kind of the meat and potatoes of it.
Any questions or comments on this?
Do we have to vote on this, or just to vote to advertise?
Any questions? I'll ask for a motion for a vote to advertise.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Wheeldon. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turpin. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. I want to back up. I ran through citizens' comments. I didn't know if there's any citizens here that would like to speak before the court. All right. Seeing none, we'll move on to the next item of business. I'm going to skip the change status of the employee till a little bit later in the program. Next up, I want to bring up healthcare, health insurance. And I think Ms. Kelly's here to present that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Kelly Wilson. I am with Nykerk Insurance. We're your all's agent for your health, dental, life insurance, vision. What I've put before you is the proposal for the 2026 employee benefits. This year we had a health insurance committee that met. We met about 2 or 3 times and just sort of discussed some various options and things that we thought would be helpful for employees. So currently you all have Anthem. We've had Anthem for about 2 years. That's the first column there on your handout. What you guys have now is a $500 deductible that's 100% after that. So what that means is if anyone has an inpatient hospitalization, any outpatient procedures, or any testing, the employee meets that $500, and then they're at 100% for the rest of the calendar year with the exception of their copays. So right now with Anthem, you're paying $20 for a primary care, $35 for a specialist. You can see the other categories down through there. Anthem came back, their first pass at a renewal was 25%. I went back and actually quoted it with United Healthcare. We have 2 carriers available in Pulaski County. So we had Humana for a really long time. Humana has exited the group market, so we're down to 2 carriers. So I quoted it with United. They came back at 4.5% over current. Renegotiated with Anthem, got them down to 15. United came on down a little further to 2%. Anthem's final number was 9.5% over current. So brought all that back to the committee, and the committee's recommendation was that we move to United Healthcare. So that's that middle column there. The plan is the same as your current plan with the exception of the prescription drug copays. So if you go all the way down through there, it's still the same, $500 deductible, 100%. Office visits are still $20.35. The difference there is your drug copays are now $10.30.50 instead of $10.25.40. So just a very nominal change. But in switching carriers, that's going to allow us to only have an increase of about $19 per employee over our current rate. The other thing that the committee discussed is offering a second plan to kind of help relieve some of the cost for folks who want to have dependents. So if you want to add your spouse, your children, or your whole family, they decided that they wanted to offer a second plan. So the second plan is that third column there. That one will be a $5,000 deductible, 80/20 coinsurance with a $73.50 out-of-pocket maximum. So what that means is, again, if somebody has an inpatient hospitalization, outpatient procedures, or any testing, they meet that first $5,000. Then United Healthcare would pay 80%, the member would pay 20% to a maximum of $7,350. You've still got office visit copays of $30 for a primary, $60 for a specialist. And the prescription drugs on that plan are $20, $45, or $80 depending on what tier they fall under. But, you know, like with most cases, you pay whatever the contracted price of the medication is, or you pay your copay or the contracted price of the medication. So if you take that other plan and you go to the doctor and you get an antibiotic that's $7, you pay the $7. So the reason that we did that, so if you look at the pricing down there, what we proposed that we do, obviously the employee-only cost of that second plan is lower. So we're going to give the employee the full credit of the $500 option 1 plan, and then apply that difference to their family cost. So if they choose that plan, that's going to give them $290 credit to apply towards their dependent portion. So just for an example, if somebody chooses that second plan, the option 2, and adds their child, that will make their payroll deduction $195.96 per pay period. Currently, with the one plan we have, it's at $455.62. So that's going to save them $259.67 per pay period if they elect that second plan. So we thought that would be a good way to help mitigate some of the issues that some of the departments are having. The other thing that we plan to do at open enrollment, now in the past, our office at Nykerk Insurance, what we have done is offered at open enrollment to collect folks' information if they want to do an individual plan for those dependents through the state marketplace, through Connect. What we're going to do this time is the lady in our office who does those, she's going to come to open enrollment with us and be on site. So rather than having that time of trying to collect the information and get back, she's going to be on site and hopefully be able to do that there, and maybe we can have some extra participation of folks who still need the other options. So that's the medical. We still have the Colonial Group Medical Bridge. That helps offset those deductibles. There was no change to the price in that. The county does pay for that as well. They pay the employee-only portion, and then, of course, if the employee wants to add anyone, then they payroll deduct that. Then on the second page, the dental and vision benefits are the same with United Healthcare as they are with Anthem. They are actually a little bit cheaper, so that'll help a little bit. And then the basic life insurance that the county pays for, you'll still have $20,000 per employee. And then we have the voluntary life with Humana. So if anybody wants some extra life insurance, they can pick that up as well.
Any questions?
Mine's more of a comment. I appreciate the court and you also. We put this committee together. I think it included the sheriff, Tim, and
Beverly and Anthony.
Anthony. And it was really good. I think all the departments head that attended really got a good grasp of what it takes to provide health care in the county. As you told us, the county, for the employee, has almost the best plan around anywhere. When you're talking about covering 100% of the hospital
That's
expenses.
absolutely correct.
And we hear stories on these 80, 20, 70, 30 plans, how employees can get stuck owing a lot of money.
But the
But
good thing
with
is
our
we
plan
have
for
an out-of-pocket
employees-
maximum.
Yeah, we have a.
Yeah, we have a stopping point.
So the idea of having that 100% hospital stay is very important to me. It's very important that our employees not have to spend a lot of money out of their pocket. It's covered. The county's paying for it.
Yes.
And now, I know we've always talked about the family process, and do I wish we can do the same for the family members? I do. But when we're talking about employee costs of almost $1,200 a month per employee, and you take that by, 217 employees right now? We just can't. It's not in our budget to do that, but we tried to make it, this year, we tried to make it as simple as possible for those employees who wants to include their family on some kind of plan to be able to do that. So, I mean,
Yeah,
I do wish we still can do more, but I think we've done the best we can for this year anyway.
Yeah, I agree. I hope that this alleviates some of those issues, and if not through the second plan through the employer, then maybe through the individual process.
And then I'm looking forward to keeping this healthcare committee up. Have a meeting every quarter so you can update us on where we're at, where we stand, how's our
Yeah.
ratio and all that. One of the biggest things that occurred this year was we were at 86% risk,
86%.
which is pretty high, but still.
Yeah, and for those that don't know what that
Thanks to
means.
United Healthcare and mitigating that down
Yes.
to 2%, that helped out our budget. Probably saved our budget $700,000.
Yeah, they
So-
wanted the business, and I worked closely with their sales rep to get it down.
So, and I'm one of the guys that, I don't know why, and I know a lot of people think, why do we pay more percentage in healthcare more than inflation? It's crazy. Our healthcare cost is out the wall or whatever.
That's
Sky
through the
high.
nation right now. Healthcare is went through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, and during the open enrollment meetings, we do discuss ways to save some money where you can, when you're
Yeah.
using your benefits.
I
That is-
appreciate you all taking it back to the companies that are
Yes,
competing against each other.
yeah, that's our standard procedure to do that.
I know Mike was in those committee meetings. You got anything to add?
No, I'm just glad we got it worked out to where it's just 2% and we get to keep our good insurance.
Yes,
We appreciate all the work you've done.
thank you.
Marshall, you got anything?
No, I'm just glad we went back and forth and done some serious negotiations, because
Yes.
when you first presented that 25% increase,
Yeah,
that would not work.
I told you that's just the first pass. You just got to give me a little time to work.
You did well.
Thank you.
Any of the department heads that were in the meeting have anything? So I guess I'll make a motion that we go with United Healthcare Plan.
Okay.
Need to add
Have a
that.
motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Strunkin. That was a motion by Mr. Renshaw. Any other comments or questions? All in favor with going with United Healthcare, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes.
I
I'd
have
like
one
to
more
add
thing.
that we make Bill Nykert the agent.
Thank you.
Make that a motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Strunk to make Nykert the carrier. And second by Mr. Wilson. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? And motion passes. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you, guys. We'll do open enrollment next week and get her going. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to take this time to introduce someone in the audience that I failed to do earlier. She doesn't know it's coming. Miss Tracy, would you like to get up and introduce yourself? She's a new MS director, and we're glad to have her in attendance.
I'm glad to be here. I'm Tracy Sizemore. I'm the new chief of Somerset Pulaski County EMS. It's nice to meet you all. Sorry I haven't been here sooner. It's been a lot. Been trying to get everything done, but I'm here for y'all. If y'all need anything, just contact me.
Thank you very much.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Next item would be some roads. We have one road addition and one road name change. First up would be to change the name of Recycle Way to Peter Zent Way. It's off of Barnesburg. It's no longer a recycle plant there, so they wanted to change the name. And we've had our public hearing, and only one showed up, and that was the owner of the property. So I would need a motion to change the name.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Renshaw. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Wilden. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. That will be changed to Peter Zent Way very shortly. Next item would be to take in 1,270 feet of Birch Creek Lane into the county road system. That's off of 80 there, just before you get to Barlow Equipment. We've looked at it, had a public hearing, and it is ready to take into the county system. With a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Renshaw, a second by Mr. Turpin. Any discussion on this road? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next up would be to approve the purchase of some mini split heat units. That's HVAC. That's part of the grant we got for White Lily Community Center. And we have an invoice or a bid there in front of you for $15,402 for 12 mini splits.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Renshaw. Second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Turpin. Any discussion on this? We do want to make this clear that this was a grant we got back some time ago, and we've been remodeling the White Lilies Community Center. We've framed in all the windows. The old school windows are now, looks very nice. We've changed the outside. We've painted it, done a lot of interior work. Now we're turning into the HVAC to cut down our heat bill, heat and cooling bill. And we still got a little bit of insulation to do, but this is part of our process, and we're needing to try to go ahead and finish this before it gets too cold.
It looks great. You guys have done a great job on it.
Looks nice. Any comments or questions? Any more? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. All right, I've got a couple of things that are not on the agenda. I think we should have something in front of us as an amendment to the budget for a senior housing project that's been in the works for a while. It's working with the Lake Cumberland Ad District, and it's for $600,000. We're just a pass-through for this program. I think the court has done it before, but we have to make an amendment to the budget. We're trying to get a first reading today, and then we'll do a second reading, hopefully the first meeting in December. They're ready to move on this project. The ad district, it's a little bit of a process. They're not buying the apartments from a local developer here in town, but they're turning them into senior housing. And it's going to be a group out of northern Kentucky. I've met them. They've done it all over several states, but they're going to own them and turn them into some senior housing project. So all we're doing is just amending the budget, the first reading of amending the budget for $600,000.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Strunk,
We don't have to vote on anything, do we? since it's a first reading?
First reading.
Advertise first reading.
Oh, yeah, motion to advertise.
I need a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Wilson. Any other comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That will be the first reading of that one. Next up will be a resolution that you have in front of you, hopefully. And you all will like this one. It's a resolution and agreement for flex funding for $561,000. We went through our asphalt contractor, and he thought we were getting $510,000. So we have came up with another $51,000 in blacktop to fight over. So who wants to start?
Amen, motion.
I got dibs on the extra.
I got this.
Second.
I need a motion. Who made the motion? Mr. Ranshaw, of course.
Of course.
Mr. Turpin seconds. Any discussion on this? It's a resolution for our flex funding that's ready to go.
Can I have the difference?
We'll fight over it. Any comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That one for sure passes. That's it. It didn't say that.
Sign the agreement.
Yeah, just to sign it. We have to vote on the resolution, but not you do that. All right. We're going to go ahead and vote on an agreement for the resolution. We have an agreement that goes with it, and we'll vote on that. I just need a motion on the same thing on the flex.
Motion.
Motion by Ranshaw. Mr. Wheeldon seconds. All in favor of the agreement, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes. I want one other item that's not on the agenda. We have a reappointment at the Western Pulaski County Water Board. Mr. Randall Wilson is expiring, his term's expiring end of November, and would like to ask the court to reappoint him to Western Pulaski County Water Board. Do I have a motion? Do I have a motion for that?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Wilson,
Second.
second by Mr. Strunk. All in favor of this reappointment, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
We got to change the status of employee.
We're getting to that one in just a second. Brian's going to take care of that one.
Okay.
I got two invoices here I need to bring before the court that came in late. And one is a $10,000 invoice for a pickleball court at Burnside. I would need a motion to approve that purchase.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Strunk,
Second.
second by Mr. Wilson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes. Then I got a big invoice here from the bridge builder at Shopville School. It came in late. It's Jave LLC. They're doing the work on the bridge. It's for $300,000. That is state funding, but we have to take it through our department to take care of the bills. And their bid was $886,000, I believe, something like that. They have been working on it. They've run into a little bit of an issue with some foundations, but they have got it all torn out and progressing well, weather related, but they're getting there. They sent me a bill for $300,000 for the work up to today. Need a motion to approve that.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Ranshaw. Need a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Wheeldon. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. All right. We'll go to department reports. Fleet maintenance, Mr. Bryan. This is where we'll get the status at, Jimmy.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, Brian.
I'd like to ask permission to change Freddie Hignite from temporary full-time employee to regular full-time employee.
Motion.
Second.
By Mr. Wilson and a second by Mr. Wheeldon to change the status of employee. Any comments or questions?
But you said from part-time to full-time?
Seasonal.
It's
Temporary.
temporary full-time.
Temporary full-time.
Temporary seasonal?
Yep.
Do we have it in our, is that a position in our budget already? Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. And then also would like to ask permission to purchase a new salt box to finish up one of our trucks for the winter. It's going to be $7,900.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Strunk to purchase salt box. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Wilson. Any discussion on this item?
I do. How is this going to be paid out? Is it out of the road department budget or the fire department budget?
The road.
Guess we gotta start asking that question.
Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
All right, thank
Thanks,
you.
Brian. Next up would be Miss Beverly at 911.
Good morning.
Morning.
I am requesting to hire a couple of people. I've got one, his name is Joshua Rollins, start him immediately. And the other is Samantha Keith. She is a previous employee. She's actually still certified. She's had a change in life events and she's eligible to come back, and I'd love to have her back.
Motion.
Do we need to do these separate?
You can do them together unless there's an objection to somebody.
Second.
Mr. Wilson makes a motion to do both of them together, and a second by Mr. Turpin. Any discussion on these hires? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any
That
opposed?
puts me at full house, and hopefully I'm done for the year.
Hope so. Next up would be our solid waste director, Mr. Danny.
Good morning. Just a little backstory behind this hire. Misty Wilson retired. She was one of our supervisors at the recycling center. Our other supervisor, Ray Hines, has been off due to a health issue for about 6 weeks now, so I've been the only supervisor on site. We've had this recycle supervisor position open for a few years and haven't filled it, but we feel pretty confident and comfortable with the name we're bringing before you today. He's been with the department for about 12 years now, started part-time, worked his way up, so we would like to promote Cody Randolph to our sort line and assistant floor supervisor position. It's no change to fiscal court. One on our board will cover those costs.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Wilson and a second by Mr. Wheeldon. Any discussion on this hire? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Danny. Moving on to the road department, Mr. Wayne.
Morning.
Morning.
I'd like to ask for some coal mix.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Renshaw. Do I have a second by Mr. Strunk? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
I'd like to ask for 3,000 ton of rock.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Wilson,
Second.
second by Mr. Wheeldon. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
I'd like to ask for 4,000 gallon of patch oil.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Renshaw,
Second.
second by Mr. Turpin. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
I'd like to ask for the approval of the road list.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Renshaw on the road list, second by Mr. Turpin. Any discussion on the road list? All in favor, say aye.
Aye. I have an addition. I forgot to put on the road list about a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit for Stewart Road.
I thought your list looked too short, Lord. Repeat that,
30 miles an hour
Stewart.
for Stewart Road.
All right, let's vote on the 30-mile-an-hour speed zone first.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Turpin on the speed zone for Stewart Road. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Renshaw. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Now we'll have a motion for the road list, or did we already get that? Let's make a motion for the road list with the addition of the 30-mile-an-hour speed zone.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Renshaw,
Second.
second by Mr. Turpin. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Road list passes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Wayne. Next up will be the treasurer, Ms. Cressa.
I don't have anything this time.
You don't have anything? All right. No report from finance. Do we have any other business to come before the court?
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
We hope everyone has a great, safe, happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much.
Did you tell them about the tree lighting?
Tree lighting
What date is that?
out here, December the 4th. December the 4th is we turn the light on the Christmas tree outside. If you've noticed how pretty it is, we've had new decorations put on it, so it's going to be beautiful when we flip that switch, December the 4th on Thursday night. So come out and enjoy. Then, of course, we got the Christmas parade downtown, December the 6th. Come and enjoy it. Any other business to come before the court? All in, ready to move for a motion to adjourn? Mr. Turpin says move it. Stand adjourned. Thanks, everybody.